your matter. Which tell us what you're here on, ma'am.
I don't even see the name. That was for, I think, could you speak to the secretary, thank you? For Gary, Mosher. Mosher?
Is he on here?
I don't, she told me 1:30, and I'm looking through this quickly, I don't see him on here yet.
Okay, we'll take a look, and then if you see him, that's fine. Okay.
Thank
Let
you.
us know.
He's not on the second.
Ma'am, may I help you with the baby? Come on up. Which case are you here on, ma'am? To this courtroom? No, this is adult court. Oh, I'm sorry.
Probably didn't
Well,
hear.
maybe we have a miscommunication. Ma'am, let me ask you: are you a juvenile or you're a juvenile? Do you know which courtroom you're supposed to be in? The name of the judge? Go ahead.
I checked. Mr. Monster's not going to be coming through here. He was arrested on. Well, I don't think he's going to be coming through. He was arrested on capias, felony capiases, for possession, heroin, and trespass. So I don't think he's. It's not for magistrate.
Okay.
That's an old case, yes.
Okay, so he's not
It's a
coming.
2014 case.
For me? Yeah, that was the old case, and he's homeless. So he won't be here?
No, ma'am. All right.
Any status on that until we see the other judge, Russia?
Gonna have to check the clerk's office because they don't issue court dates immediately on capiases.
I have a question to ask, Your Honor. We brought several people in. We're no nonprofit state and
Right.
federal organization. I've known you for a while.
Okay.
And when we pick up people, even the boys that beat up the young man from New Jersey,
Right.
we brought them in. Sometimes we have people on our property. That's what happened to this gentleman. They brought him all the way from Pampa because they felt that we could ask court date and bring him in. Is there a special form or court order that when the police do come on our property, it's so embarrassing for my neighborhood to say, wait, we're going to be bringing him in, not that he's hiding. This particular young man, they just brought him to us. He told us a story.
Well, let me ask you this: which police department are you dealing with?
We're state and federal.
No,
We're-
you say the police came onto your property.
These people, I've never seen them. I've dealt with for many years with BSO. We're in Hollywood. This came from federal. They're like a SWAT with a warrant pickup.
I don't.
They're
Those are
not-
probably federal
they're-
marshals.
They're
ma'am.
not BSO. They call themselves some kind of
marshals.
special.
I imagine.
Yes. So
What do you ask? What are you asking
is
me?
there a special form, like, let's say I go pick up somebody to either bring them into magistrate court, or they trust us to say, look,
You know, ma'am,
Is there-
here's the thing. That's between you and the law enforcement. I don't really have control over that, all right?
I don't want to say, people saying later, oh, you're hiding somebody out.
No.
No, like those boys, I went past Boca for trying to bring them in,
Okay.
and I went a long ways. They could have killed me if they wanted to, but, I go a long way, out of my way to pick up people because I trust the people having us. And I didn't know if there was a form. I got every single license, all the way to the governor's,
Right.
but I didn't know if there was something from the courts, that I'm not gonna look
There
bad
is.
in front of a police department or officer. I'm saying, look, okay, here, you could take them, but we were bringing them in to ask a hearing. But anyway, I didn't know. Thank you, I was asking the question.
First of all, the police
ma'am.
don't believe it, please.
Thank
the
you.
judge saying pick them up. Patrice, you have Daryl Hall, right? Okay.
Okay,
Just
ma'am,
check,
thank
just
you.
making sure. No bonds, right?
Have a nice day, ma'am.
Sheila,
Like I was just thinking like,
could you do me a favor? Patrice, it's my understanding that Daryl Hall.
May I see Justin Castillo, please?
Mr. Castillo is President of Maine, Your Honor. Page 7 of the docket, Drew.
I got some.
Okay, I'm looking for Castillo. Right here. All right. Now, Justin Castillo. You're charged with count 1, possession of a controlled substance, 2, cannabis, 3, trespassing. I've got somebody, your father here. Raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
Okay, sir. Tell me your name.
Freddy Castillo?
Mr. Castillo, you're the father of Justin?
Yes.
Okay. Apparently he's gotten several warrants where he hasn't shown up in court on 2 drug charges and a trespass. So, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes, I work for Broward County. I work right across the bridge, and I have dropped him off here. He missed the last court date, and
Right.
he came here to the court, and he rescheduled.
Okay.
And actually, he even has a bus pass that he was kind of late to work, but he came here, and then he took the bus because he works at the airport. So that's the last that I heard. But he's going through. He's going through. I guess it's what you guys prescribe, which is the drug test. He's taking a drug test. He's passed every test, and he's
Who's giving him the drug tests?
he can answer.
He's in drug
I dropped
court
him
with
off
Judge
there also.
Zeller.
Is he following through with that? Do we know?
I don't know. I just know that
Well, here's the thing.
she ordered
What-
the capias
I mean, I've
October
got 3
7th.
cases where he's not showing up for court on. Is this Judge Zeller? One of
Yes,
these?
Judge Zeller, on all of them, she ordered the capias October 7th, which was the drug status.
Was that the cannabis on count 2? She ordered that also?
On all of them. All of these cases are through, are into drug court.
Yeah. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to release him on his own recognizance on count 1 and 3. Count 2, he's got a no bond hold for cannabis, and I'm going to let him go see his judge. What does he do at the airport?
He works for HMS Host. He works at Starbucks.
Well, he had a court date October 7th, and then now we're on November 4th. He didn't show up in court, and
That's the one that he missed, but he came in. I dropped him off. He came in, and he told me that he rescheduled. So if it's rescheduled somewhere somehow.
Your Honor, just to remind the court, this is the second time in 2 weeks that we've had this exact same issue where a person has said that they've come to court and gone through the process of rescheduling a missed court date, and they end up getting arrested on a capias anyway.
Understand.
I'm
Let
just
me put it-
reminding the court.
let me put it in perspective, though. We may have had 2 people in the last 2 weeks who said that, but there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people who don't show up in court. And they may say that they came to court, they may say that they waited outside. Now, whether or not they're always telling the truth, I'm not sure. But I can assure you that I always try to look into whatever they, I mean, if they claim they were here and that, it maybe fell through the cracks, I'm always willing to look into it. That's no doubt about that. Let me just say,
Well, Your Honor, Mr. Davis has lived in South Florida for 6 years. He does work as a manager at Starbucks at the airport.
right.
He's got about $600 in the bank. Obviously has strong family ties. His dad's here to testify on his behalf. I'd say that sets him apart from the thousands and thousands of people who make these claims on a regular basis. This
Right.
one seems to have at least some validity, Your Honor.
But isn't this really Judge Zeller's call once he fails to appear in front of him?
Yeah, you know what? I don't think I can ROR him on count 1 and 3 because that's an order signed by another
It's
judge.
her call.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that. So take the RORs off. I was going to do that. I don't think I'm allowed to. So that's another judge signed an order. I'm going to let him go see his judge. He sees his judge on November 6th, which will be Thursday. He's going to go see his judge on Thursday at 10 a.m. All right, sir?
Well, I'll make sure of that.
Okay, well, he's going to be in jail. He'll get there. Do you want to go there on that date?
Definitely, yes.
Okay, do we know the courtroom number? It's
It's on the third floor.
room 418, 10 o'clock on Thursday. Okay, you want me to write that down for you?
You know better than me.
Yes, I know. So that means that he has to stay in?
Yes, sir.
Is there
Thursday.
any way that I can get him out?
No, sir.
No bond or anything?
No, sir. 10 a.m. Thursday, room.
That's in 2 days, right?
Yes, sir. Thursday, correct. I wrote it down. My bailiff will give you a little note. Let me explain to you, sir. I was not the judge who decided to hold him. Another judge signed the warrants to hold him. So I'm not allowed to override another judge's court order.
Your Honor, you can resolve them.
You know, I could do that, but I think it's best that he goes sees the other judge. All right. Well, you know what? These MO cases. I mean, I don't look. It's a can of worms. I'd rather not get into today. I'm gonna let his next judge deal with it. All right.
I mean, if there's anything that I can vouch for him, I mean, I'll bring him in. I'll do whatever. I just don't want.
Well, he's had.
I just don't want our family to continue going through this. And I know it's his fault. I know what he has done. I just,
He's going to sit in jail for 2 days. This looks like he's been arrested or charged 3 separate cases this year. 3 separate cases this year. Something's going on with him. I don't know what it is, and it's unfortunate your family's having hardship over this and upset about this. But it does seem that your son is putting himself in these positions, and. He's going to have to wait a couple days. He'll see his judge on Thursday, and at that time, Judge Zeller's a very reasonable judge. She can deal with it at that time. All right. Thank you, sir. What do you do for the county?
I work with small businesses, and I try to get them contracts with the county.
Great. All right, sir. Well, thanks for coming to court.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Your Honor, if possible, when the court is ready, if we could call a case at a turn.
It's another case. Thank you.
Yeah, I suspect I
Thank you,
might
Mr.
have to write a lot of orders for the court, so I just want to, if we can get to it as soon as possible.
Okay. Well, I've got Mr. Brutus.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm just letting you know about it now.
Mr. Brutus, you want to come up? I don't know if we have a Creole. Who is that?
Page 5, Your Honor. Main jail. That? Is that how you say that? Oh, that, yes.
Elise Audet.
Audet. Elise Audet.
Elise Audet.
Present at the main.
Mr. Brutus, do you swear or affirm to translate from English to Creole to English, truthful and to the best of your ability, sir?
I do. Steve British Creole interpreter for the court.
Thank you. It's good to see you again, Mr. Brutus. Ma'am, you have been charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
Mesdames, ils ont accusé du fait que vous avez fait agression physique sur un monde avec une arme qui est fatale.
The court does find probable cause.
Le tribunal a joué une raison valable pour retenir.
It is alleged you struck someone in the head with a baseball bat.
Il a fait comprendre que vous utilisez un bâton baseball pour battre un monde coup.
The person allegedly had blood all over their clothing and coming from behind their ear.
Et que le monde ça va pratiquer sang qui a coulé sur lui juste pas des oreilles.
Crystal Jean advised that you struck her with the bat.
Jean Cristal dit comme ça qu'on frappé avec bâton.
Also, the victim's father witnessed the attack.
Mais papa victime dans tout l'été là, il était ouais comme témoin.
Okay. Now, Steve, there are priors on Miss Audet.
2011, she was arrested for a battery charges dropped.
Got it.
C'était en 2011. Il était gourmand.
Okay. Miss Audet, are you currently employed?
Madame Odette, est-ce qu'on travaille pour elle là? Non.
Do you have money in the bank?
Est-ce qu'on a l'argent à la banque?
Do you have family here in South Florida?
Est-ce qu'on a même femme et un boy ici là dans Floride là? Yes.
Do you have any financial means to bond out of the jail today?
Est-ce qu'on a un moyen pour joindre l'argent pour payer pour la guerre aujourd'hui là?
Pa konen, pase m bagen la, selman la.
I do not know because I don't have my belonging with me, Your Honor.
Do you have any children?
Est-ce qu'on a un petit monde, ou un petit?
Oui,
How
Yes.
many do you have and how old are they?
Combien de petits monde vous avez? Puis qui l'âge chaque petit monde ça vous avez?
6 m gen.
I have 5 children, Your Honor.
How old is the youngest child?
Qui l'âge plus petit a gagné?
Li gen 8 an.
Can the other jails shut their mics?
Go ahead, Al.
8 years old.
8 years old. And does the child live with you at the home?
Est-ce que petit monde ça li habite avant dans la caillou?
Li m gen 3 la kay la, denye a pa pale.
Yes, I have 3 currently living with me, and the younger one doesn't talk.
Okay. How long have you lived in South Florida?
Combien de temps vous avez pour vivre ici en Floride?
M gen 14 an, 8 mwa.
14 years and 8 months, yeah.
Yeah, because let me tell you the allegations. Here's the
Um,
says he attacked Elizabeth
Think about
victim
this.
Nikita Harmon by smashing her head against a wall and punching her hard enough to
I'm going to reduce her bond to $5,000, but I'm going to put her on pretrial release with the GPS monitor. I'm going to waive the cost of the monitor.
was overpowered by Hall, a witness also corroborated.
$5,000 bond with a monitor. I'm going to order that she stays 500 feet from Crystal Jean at all times.
Il a réduit l'amendement à $5,000 et que comme il faut payer pour mettre un appareil électronique à l'empire là, je l'ai dit, il a retiré le pour vous. Et puis ensuite, pour être loin de M. Jean Cristal là.
Ma'am, you are not allowed to have any contact with Crystal Jean directly or indirectly.
Ou pas qu'il y ait aucun rapport pour gagner, approcher M. Cristal Jean.
You must stay 500 feet from her at all times.
Ou supposé rester 500 pieds loin de Monsa tout le temps.
That includes where she lives and works.
Ça signifie côté où elle travaille et à la caille.
You are not allowed to possess any firearms or weapons while you're on release.
Ou pas supposé qu'il n'y ait aucune arme fatale dans le monde pendant que ou dehors.
Thank you, ma'am.
Merci, madame.
Mr. Brutus, would you like to make an announcement?
Est-ce que y a un détenu dans la salle là qui a besoin d'interprète créole, haïtien détenu en dedans? Levez-moi, s'il vous plaît.
No? Okay.
Fine.
Thank you, Mr. Brutus. Have a nice day.
You say.
You know, okay, now we have a family in the front row. Which case are you here on, ma'am?
Monte McQueen. I was here Friday and you rescheduled for today
Why did I do that?
because I think they didn't have him. They were saying that he was in another courtroom, so you rescheduled for today.
Did I
I
reset
thought we had him yesterday, though.
McQueen?
I thought you did the but I could have sworn you still signed the ROR yesterday. Let me check something.
What did I do?
I'm
We're
checking.
gonna see. Who do you have up there with you? He's on the phone. McQueen. Do we have Juante McQueen? Let's see. Where's McQueen?
Yeah. Well,
You know what? Is this a second look or
yeah,
something?
no, it hasn't been filed, Your Honor. So as far as he can be, should be ROR'd on count 1.
Got it. I don't see where he is, but I'm going to release him anyway, so
You're gonna release
he'll
him?
know when he gets out of jail. Do we know which jail he's supposed to be at?
He's in North, but he just, I mean, I guess you're his mother?
Mm-hmm.
His mother's just, it's his responsibility, but he's not here for Your Honor to tell him. The case is still open, so he's going to have to check
I'm
to
letting
see.
him out today, ma'am. Now, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Now, tell me your name.
Juanica McQueen.
Okay, you're the wife?
His mother.
Mother?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's actually a compliment.
Thank you.
That I would never, I thought maybe you could be the older sister or
I'm
something.
his mom.
Okay. All right. Now, just see how I tried to cover myself on that one? All right. Okay, now, ma'am, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release him on his own recognizance,
Okay,
and, that's it, he's gonna get out of jail, he's up at the North Satellite, you know where that is? I mean, the
Yes.
North Jail, up in Pompano.
yeah,
Now, I'm not sure this case is over with. They may end up following the charges up on this.
Okay.
And if they do, he's gonna get notice, he'll have to come back to court.
Okay.
But I'm letting him out of jail. It doesn't mean the case was dismissed or
Yeah.
dropped or anything like that. It just means I'm moving his body from in the jail to out of the jail. But the case may still go to court, all right?
okay,
So
Even-
he should get notice in the next week, couple weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, all right?
okay, cool.
Even if you don't get,
All right, thank you.
even if you don't get noticed, keep checking the clerk's website, because for sometimes mail doesn't go through and whatnot. Keep checking his name on the clerk's website and you'll see if there's charges or not.
Broward
Okay.
County Clerk of the Court.
All right.
Okay, now who do you have with you?
My two nieces,
Okay, what's this one's name?
Tatiana McCall.
Tatiana, can I ask her to come up here? Could you bring her up?
Yeah, sure.
This is Be Nice to Kids Day. All right. Come on. Come on over here.
What you say? What did you? She is right on the go today.
Okay. Give her to me. I'm safe. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Are you okay? Okay. Do you think I'm nice or mean? Am I nice? This is my computer. This is my control panel. That's my watch. That's my telephone. That's my microphone, and that's my big telephone. All right? Would you like to do this one day like me? You think it'd be fun? Do you like Doc McStuffins? Do you ever watch it? I watch Doc McStuffins too. You want to see my little girl? Right there, see her? That's my little girl right over there, that picture. Okay? Now, who's that person right there?
You're so.
You know who that is? Can I have your lollipop? No? Okay. All right, everyone. Well, she may fill in for me one day up here, all right? Okay? You want to say bye-bye to everyone, or you want to wave bye-bye? You want to do it? Here, you want to help? Here, wave bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Okay. Okay, did you have fun today? You're not saying a whole lot up here. Okay, here she is. There she is. Hey, it's nice meeting you. All right? Okay, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day, all right? Nice to meet you, Tatiana. I hope that wasn't a, Okay, bye-bye, Tatiana. Bye. Oh, there she, I got a wave out of her, everyone. She did wave to me.
I told you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, for everyone, sorry about that, Mr. Miller. We try to take a little break for children in here, all right? Now, my name's John Hurley. I'm your judge this afternoon. We're in first appearance court. Today is the day the court determines whether or not there is probable cause for your arrest. We're not here for a trial. And I tell you that because you do not need to tell me what happened. You don't need to explain yourself, defend yourself, make an excuse. It is not for today. Save that for your attorney in a private meeting. But do not air it out here in open court. Everything is being recorded. You have the constitutional right to remain silent. That means we're not expecting you to say anything. We're not requiring you to say anything. But if you give up that right to remain silent, and you begin to speak about your case, whatever you say will be used against you. Also, if you have a private attorney when you called up, please let me know who that is. We'll try to contact your attorney and let them know that you're in court. Excuse me. Okay, may I see Aaron Gunn? Aaron Gunn.
Mr. Gunn is president of Maine, Your Honor. We have an argument.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Sir, you're charged
Your Honor,
with domestic battery.
So, reading the probable cause affidavit, it looks like a mutual combat situation, which my client got the worst of it. There were injuries on him, no injuries on her. I think the police arrested the wrong person in this case. In any case, I would ask the court to consider a pretrial release or ROR.
Well, I'm not sure if they arrested the wrong person. They just probably didn't, maybe didn't arrest everyone involved. You know what I mean? Maybe that's, it looks like they were both duking it out. I mean,
So he had a bloody nose. She had nothing.
she allegedly punched him in the face, and She pushed him, he pushed her, she punched him in the face, he grabbed her. Went back and forth. I got pretty good idea what was going on. State, does he have priors?
One moment, Judge.
Tell me about Mr. Gunn. You know anything?
Well, he's been living. He's a mover. He actually works for two. Is it two guys with a truck?
Two men in a truck.
Two men in a truck. I'm sure you've
That's a
seen
different
their
company.
truck.
That's a competitor. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Okay. He's been here for about 2 months. He does have a place to stay separate and apart from the alleged victim in the case. No property, no money in the bank. If he gets bond help, he's going to need an order from the court for access to his phone so that he can get a phone number to make
I
a phone call.
understand. And did you have contact with the alleged victim?
Yeah, sure. I'm here and is requesting.
Okay. Go ahead, state. Do you have priors on it?
See arrest out of New York and California for DUIs. I don't have dispositions.
Okay. Sir, we're not even sure if you have a criminal record. We have a couple DUIs, but we don't know how those turned out in California and New York. So I'm going to give you credit that you don't have a criminal record. However, just based on the level of violence, I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. And I'm not sure. I wasn't there, but it does seem like to a certain extent there was mutual combat. So I'm going to order no contact with Roseanne Trimboli. Don't call her, don't text her, don't email her. Stay 500 feet from her at all times. That's where she lives, works, goes to school, anywhere in between. You're not allowed to possess any guns, any weapons, any firearms while you're out on release. Thank you.
Your Honor, the order you signed, the no contact order, does that give instructions how to obtain
Yes.
personal property? from
Third
the house?
party, it says it right on there, a third party's allowed to get, it says it right on there.
Right, and he can go through the police.
Go
Is
through a
that
third party. Sir, if you have a friend or a family member, mutual friend, have them go over and pick up your belongings. If you can't work that out, police officer, sheriff's deputy in a marked patrol vehicle with a uniform on, call them up. They'll go over with you while you collect your belongings, all right? Thank you.
And he'll get a copy of that order, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Tyrell Doe. Tyrell Doe.
Mr. Doe is president of the Maine, Your Honor.
Mr.
It's a
Doe.
reset from this morning.
Right, we had domestic battery and aggravated assault. We had your was it girlfriend, child's mother, in here today, and she had some abrasions to her knees. Allegedly, you threw some rocks at her car. You have a small child in common. She said on the record she thinks she have a drug problem, and so she thinks she need help for that. Steve, do you have any priors on this gentleman?
Juveniles.
Hold on. All right. Do you have anything you'd like to add, Mr. Miller?
Your Honor, I just wanted to refresh the court's memory. I think the alleged victim in the case also mentioned that he'd never been violent toward her
That is
before.
correct. And she said she
I'm
was not
wondering-
afraid of him if he's released from jail.
I was wondering if the court would consider, instead of a monetary bond, to put him on pretrial and giving him some drug offender conditions, maybe a bark eval with follow-up treatment, and in lieu of a monetary bond.
Okay. All right. Just give me okay. State, do you have a comment about this?
I would ask the court to take into consideration. I understand the alleged victim is here, and regardless of her level of fear or lack thereof, I would ask the court to take into consideration the judgment of someone that allegedly throws large rocks at a car with knowledge that there are children that are passengers in the car, whether the rocks went through the windows or not. And luckily, nothing happened, but clearly, those rocks could have affected the alleged victim's driving and put every passenger, not only the passengers in the car, in harm's way, but anyone else on the road at the
I agree.
time.
So I'm going to set your bond. You have a lengthy juvenile record, which does involve violence. I'm going to set your, I notice you're 21 years old. Your bond's $2,500. Count one, 1,000, two, 1,500. When you bond out, the following business day after report to pretrial release, you're going to have a drug and alcohol evaluation. So when you bond out, the following day, pretrial release, they're going to give you a map right there. I'm going to order a drug and alcohol evaluation for you. Thank you, sir. Oh, no contact. Sir, let me have that back. I'm going to allow telephone contact only. Telephone contact only because you do have a young child together. She seems like she's, for that. Jessica Walker, no contact with her. In person, you must stay 500 feet from her at all times. No guns or weapons while you're out, but you're allowed to call her by telephone.
And Your Honor, we'd ask that there be a complete no contact order with
With the daughter?
Lena Walker. I think that's
Is that the mother?
I believe that's the mother.
Mother, no contact with Lena Walker, directly, indirectly. Stay 500 feet from her. Do you have the stay away order? Thanks. Got it. Now, okay,
I'm sorry?
Jessica. Now,
Well, no. Oh, I'm sorry.
apparently I got a text from a very important person who says that our mic is not working here. So off mine. I'm going to take about 1 minute and I'm going to tell the people next door, all right? I'll be right back. Okay, we have our technical crew working on the sound from my mic. Okay, here we go. Everybody here? Where's
Yeah.
Miller? Is he there?
Sure.
Is Miller over there?
somewhere.
He's there.
No?
Sorry about that, Your Honor.
That's
Drew
okay.
was
Mr.
Drew
Michael
was
Price.
distracting me.
Mr. Michael Price, step forward, please. Now, what did we find out about Michael Price? We've gone round and round about this. Confirmed? Sir, you're wanted for a homicide case out of the state of Connecticut. That's been confirmed. $300,000 bond. Thank you.
Your Honor, just a point of clarification.
Yes, sir.
It's my understanding, and I think I learned this from you, that Florida doesn't have cash-only bonds. Will that portion of the bond be stricken?
It's, Your Honor, I believe the other
Here's the
states
thing.
entitled to.
Here's the thing. I think that we're in a gray area, not a gray area, but I think that the Cohen case that we referred to in the past, a murder case out of Miami 20 years ago, applies to a Florida judge requiring a cash bond, that you can't do it. It's just a bond, either cash or surety. However, I'm merely telling him what the judge in Connecticut did. So I don't know that
Right.
I can require, that's Connecticut. So, thank you.
Okay, good luck.
Samantha Connolly, Brianna Anderson, Diaming Bryce.
Paul Ryan.
Stop up.
Okay, Miss Samantha Connolly, ma'am, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance on 6 and 7 for loitering for prostitution. Oh, that.
Thank you.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that one-
Count 1 through 5, I think, is still holding you, though.
No, I finished those sentences.
Did you?
I got time served yesterday, and I finished the count 2, 3, and 4 on a 30-day sentence.
Well, you know, here's where we are.
Just for the
Go
record,
ahead.
Judge, only on count 6, she was in custody for that habeas. Count 7, she was not in custody for that case.
Doesn't.
Ma'am, I'm going to let you come back to court on those, all right? They're going to send you a notice, Miss Connolly, all right?
So I'm RR'd?
Yes, thank you.
Thank
How
you.
about Brianna Anderson.
Yes, sir.
What? Yeah, mark that off. Thanks. Ma'am,
All right.
violating, Miss Anderson, violating community control. That's a no bond hold, ma'am. Thank you. Count 3. How about? Yes, ma'am. What can I do for you? There you go. Hold on, let's go back and see. Whoops. There she goes. It's kind of the way I saw Mr. Atria dance one time. Okay. Diaming Bryce.
North Broward.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Right there.
Ma'am, violating probation, that's a no bond hold. Thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, Messi, Karen, I can't even. I hear Jerica. Jennifer Harper, and there you go. Hello, ma'am. You're here for license suspended, Miss. I hear Jerica.
Looks like she seen.
I'm looking here. Class E license. Require.
She looks like she has 2 pending DWLSs.
Does she? Ma'am, I'm going to let you bond out. You bond $750. Thank you, ma'am. How
Good
about
luck.
Jennifer Harper?
North Broward.
Hello, Miss Harper.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor.
Hi, ma'am. You're charged with aggravated battery. The court finds probable cause. Do we have any priors on Miss Jennifer Harper? Do you have anything to add on, Miss Harper?
I don't think there were any.
Ma'am, you work for an interpreting service, correct?
That's true, sir.
Do you speak another language?
Sign language for the deaf?
Oh, okay, that's great. Thank you. Ma'am, Miss Harper, how long have you lived down here in South Florida?
At least over 10 years.
Do you have family down here?
I have my husband and my stepchildren.
Okay, and do you own your own home here in South Florida?
I do.
And do you have any money in the bank?
My husband does, but I can't have access to it now.
No?
No, we're estranged at the moment.
Okay. Ma'am, it says that the police came out at around 7 o'clock at night in Weston. There was a female crying hysterically, identified as Jennifer Harper. And, okay.
That is, yes, that
Hold
was
on,
me.
ma'am.
Yes.
You don't need to say anything. Allegedly bit a deputy on the bicep, causing a break in the skin and causing minor bleeding. And then I'm not going to read the rest, but the deputy apparently has a lot to be concerned about. And wow. Admitted that you intentionally bit him. Oh boy.
I think it's here yesterday morning.
Okay. State, do you have any priors on her?
I don't believe I can check again. Patrice, do you have anything in your notes?
Ma'am, are you going to be living on Poinciana when you get out?
Yes, sir.
Well, is that where your estranged husband lives?
Yes, but we both own the home and everything in it is mine.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it may be yours, but are you really allowed to go back there? Or are you, is that where you're really going to go? I mean, if he's there and you're estranged and apparently there's some conflict here, are you really going to go back there?
He has the means to get a place, I don't, and we both jointly own the place. So
Okay.
I would like to stay there.
Hold on. Ma'am?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to set your bond today at $10,000. It's based on this court's, the level of violence, the significance of the alleged crime, the crime you're, in the punishment you're facing. You allegedly bit a deputy, knowing that you had a very serious ailment, or I don't know any better way to put it without revealing your private medical issues, but apparently you knew you had something that if could be contracted through, bodily fluids, and apparently this deputy is very concerned about his own health. So I'm going to set your bond at 10. You don't need.
May I make any statement?
You don't. Not
No,
today.
no,
Sit down
ma'am.
and talk
Don't
with
say a
your
word.
lawyer. Ma'am, I'm going to set your bond at $10,000. You can bond out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I actually thought it. All right. Simon Jules, Pierce Davis, and Jay Gamlin.
Simon Jules bonded, Your Honor. Mr. Davis is present.
Okay.
We have a PC argument for count 1.
Yes, sir. Just give me a moment. Mr. Pierce, you're here for trespassing. Count 2 is a suspended driver's license. Go ahead. What is your argument, sir?
So according to the probable cause affidavit, Mr. Pierce is the passenger in a vehicle that turns out to be stolen, or alleged to have been stolen from Hertz rental car.
I
And
agree.
the
I agree with you. Do you want me to? I mean, I don't want to cut you short, but I can save your breath. I agree.
please. And I would also ask the court, in lieu of keeping him here till Friday, if you would resolve count 2. He's already aware he was habitualized in May, which actually post-dates this charge. He moved to Miami-Dade County, missed a court date. So he's already habitualized. This is not going to affect his license. He's not going to get rehabitualized.
I got to tell you something. I don't know enough about the suspended license. Yeah, his bond's been posted anyway on 2. Has it been posted
Roger
on
that. Thank you, Your Honor.
Probably been posted
on 1 and 2?
Good luck.
They don't know that there's no
On 1 and 2. All right, I'll just leave it on. I'll leave it on 1. I'll leave it at 100. All right, there you go. How about Jay Gamlin?
Sir. President DeMaine, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Gamlin.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Hi, sir. You've been charged with DUI. And I
Yes, sir.
look at your driving record right now. You have a reckless driving from 2009. Other than that, you've got a pretty good driving record. All right, do we have any priors on this gentleman?
One moment, Judge.
Mr. Gamlin, what do you do for work right now?
I'm a movement therapist for special needs children.
I got it. Okay. You live up in Palm Bay, right?
I actually just got an apartment down in Fort Lauderdale. I just didn't have the current address, so I used my former address, which is where my parents live.
Got it.
See,
Go ahead.
2008 disorderly conduct.
So you only have 10 days to get a temporary driving permit at the DMV in Broward. The address is going to be on the DUI traffic ticket you're going to get when you leave jail, right?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
That's all I see.
That's it? So I'm
Looks like
gonna-
he's got an open possession of controlled substance on a municipal ordinance out of Broward.
Really? Okay, so I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. No alcohol. No alcohol for you while you're out. I'm going to order you get a pretrial release. You got to be there tomorrow between 8 and noon, downtown Fort Lauderdale, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, Ernst Forrestal, Glenn Tyler, Anthony Robinson, and Brian Rocha.
Mr. Forstall is a medical reset, Your Honor.
Boy, we've gone back and forth. I mean, we really said this thing a whole bunch.
Does the court find probable cause?
Yeah, I found probable cause. Let me look here. Entered the hospital, ER, began to cause a disturbance. I'm gonna release this defendant on his own recognizance today. I'm not gonna keep him in on over and over again. Let him go. All right, Glenn Tyler.
North Broward, Your Honor. This may be a medical reset. I don't know.
Mr. Tyler,
North Broward.
you're here for defrauding an innkeeper, sir.
Your Honor, this is a perfection. I have more information that the court was requesting. I just need one moment.
Are you Rob?
Mr. Tyler, yesterday's police report was not very thorough, so I'm going to read this supplemental. Let me look here. The Marina 84 Bar and Grill, I know exactly where that is. Never been there, but an employee called the police, said that the defendant, you, sir, Glenn Tyler, walked out of the restaurant and bar without paying a $111 tab. Says that you had several drinks and 2 orders of food, and when you tried to pay your bill using a debit card, the card was declined. She stated that when she went to tell you that the card had been declined, you had already left the business. You were walking toward the Red Carpet Inn next door. She stated she followed you and waited for the police to arrive. There was contact made standing out in the parking lot. Allegedly, you told the police you had lost your wallet and didn't have any money to pay the bill. Okay. And then you don't have a local address, as I see. You have an open case of violating probation out of North Carolina. So, and your address is North Carolina. I'm going to leave your bond at $100. Do not return to the State Road 84 Bar and Grill. Thank you. Okay. Now, yes, I understand. Okay, Anthony Robinson, Brian Rocha.
He doesn't know sign language.
Mr. Robinson, you're here for a violation of probation on a cocaine case. You'll see a judge on November 11th. Thank you, sir.
November 10th, next Monday.
Brian Rocha.
President Domain.
Possession with intent to sell, deliver methamphetamines. Possession of gamma hydrox GBA, GHB. 3 and 4, drug paraphernalia. Possession, count 5, bike regulation violation, and 6, paraphernalia. So let me look at your, I don't have a driving record on this gentleman, I don't believe.
He doesn't.
Yeah, okay, I got it. Do we have any priors on this gentleman?
Yes, Your Honor. 2012 out of Broward, possession of methamphetamine. Colorado. Did any of these stick? No, didn't these stick? No. He's had some failures to appear in court. All right, scroll back up. Dealing from various arrests in out of Colorado. I don't have dispositions on those cases. CCIS.
Got it. Okay. Mr. Rocha, do you have anything to add, Mr. Miller, on this gentleman?
He's been living in South Florida for the past 4 years. He works as a landscaper, no money in the bank, no real estate. He doesn't have anyone to help him bond out.
You got it? So it says that the police said that you were going to sell the meth to a friend and the pipe was his friend's, okay? So I am going to, you have a prior possession of methamphetamine, 2012, in Colorado, failure to appear. I'm going to go ahead and set your bond on count 1. Served today at 2,500, 2 at 1,000, 3 and 4 at 100, and count 6 at 100 based on your record. Facts the case. Thank you. May I see Andrew Mitchell, Jonathan Manette, Jimmy Dennis, and Daryl Hall.
You can see your judge on Monday.
Is he? Andrew Mitchell, you're here for a violation of probation. You'll see your judge on the 10th. Thank you. No bond. How about Jonathan Manette? Mr. Manette, you're here for grand theft, count 1. License suspended, count 2. And have a Miami Gardens address. This is allegedly grand theft auto, right?
Yes, Judge.
Possession of stolen property. Sir, your bond's been posted. You'll be out of jail shortly. Thank you.
Good luck.
How about Jimmy Dennis?
President of Maine.
Sir, burglar of a
You're not,
dwelling.
wait. I'm sorry, Your Honor. North Broward.
Mr. Dennis, burglar of a dwelling and probation violation.
Didn't speak with him because of the BOP.
Got it. Okay, sir, I'm going to find probable cause on count 1. He's on probation for home invasion robbery with the deadly weapon on count 2. So,
one moment, Judge. Try to see when this happened. Okay, he's also out on a violation. He got an ROR October 9th by Judge McHugh, violating a domestic violence injunction.
okay. I'm going to leave that to Judge McHugh. Sir, I'm going to set your bond on count 1. I'm going to assume you have no money and excellent ties to the community. Count 1's going to be $25,000. 2, probation violation. You've already been convicted of a home invasion robbery. You'll be held without bond. Thank you. Daryl Hall. Daryl Hall, kidnapping, aggravated battery, and resisting arrest.
Your Honor, Mr. Hall is currently being supervised by pretrial release in 6 open cases: 123471 CF10, 127754 CF10, 13786 CF10, 136060 CF10, 142421 CF10, and 149803 CF10. I have in my hand 6 warrants that have been signed by Judge Merrigan holding the defendant no bond on these cases.
Can I see this real quick?
What was the last number?
Well, let me just look at something there. Right now, this defendant is out on burglary, cocaine, false imprisonment, felony battery, felony petty theft, burglary, felony battery, felony battery,
He was on a level
felony
1.
petty theft. That's what's pending right now.
I mean, and it mentions in the report he was on a level 1 monitor when this allegedly occurred.
In the current case we're here on now, he's allegedly got an ankle monitor on because he was released on an ankle monitor from these cases. And he allegedly attacked a woman named Nikita Harmon, smashed her head against a wall, punched her hard enough to inflict a large laceration on her head, requiring several stitches to close the wound. There was a witness who saw the beating. After beating the victim, who's his ex-girlfriend, she became unconscious. He dragged her and carried her over half a block to an abandoned apartment. Then he stuffed an unknown substance in her mouth, which caused burns to her mouth as it went down her throat. It says that the police arrived. He braced and pulled against all efforts to detain him. After being read his rights, he stated that he attacked the victim. He's currently on pretrial release wearing an ankle monitor. So,
Your Honor, the state would be seeking a foreclosed bond. Your Honor, I would argue that there is proof evident or presumption great for kidnapping. Based on the allegations in the report, it is clear that the officer spoke with Ms. Harmon. She specifically advised about the substance that was being put in her mouth. There is also a witness that corroborated the initial attack. And according to the report, Mr. Hall even made an admission that he attacked the alleged victim, Ms. Harmon.
okay, any comment about proof evident presumption grade?
No.
Okay. Sir, I'm going to order, I do find there's proof evident presumption grade based on these facts contained in the affidavit. The court, has he ever been convicted of any?
Your Honor, and because I believe
Go
the
ahead.
defense is also going to be asking the court to set a bond. In 1995, Mr. Hall was convicted of sexual battery using great force or a weapon. He is a registered sexual predator.
Hold on, let me write this down.
Sorry.
With great force and,
Or a weapon.
great force,
He,
or I want to just take
Yes.
notes.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Take your time,
Weapon,
Judge.
okay, what's the other? He's a sexual predator registered?
Registered as a sexual predator. He was sentenced to 13 years and 8 months in state prison on that offense.
Okay.
After that, just one moment, Your Honor. He had a possession of cocaine, a resisting without violence in 2010, and then starting in 2012, he started picking up all the cases that are before Your Honor on the warrants that were signed by Judge Merrigan.
Okay. Now, let me ask Mr. Miller, would you like to make any comment about this defendant regarding ability to set bond on 2 and 3?
Oh, no.
Well, let me just ask, Mr. Miller, could you ask your client 3 things for me? How long has he lived
Sure.
in Broward? Is he employed, and does he have any money to bond out?
Did you find the
I did find proof evident presumption great.
Well, then, at least for the record, we would request the court to set a bond pursuant to Preston.
Got it. She's got him over there.
Sure. If you want, I could print out the page and see it has.
All right, I'm ready.
Excuse me?
I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Mr. Hall has lived in South Florida for his entire life. He is a self-employed handyman and a licensed electrician. He does not have anyone to help him post bond.
Okay, sir, I'm going to set count 1. Court found proof evident presumption great. The defense has asked me to use my discretion. However, the court believes pursuant to the Preston case and the Keel case, K-E-E-L, out of the 4th District Court of Appeal, the court does not believe that it has discretion in these type of cases to set a bond. It does appear that your only form of relief is to have an Arthur hearing in your trial division, full-blown bond hearing, Arthur hearing. Now, count 1, you're going to be held no bond. Count 2, aggravated battery. I'm going to set a very high bond. I'm going to tell you why the court is setting that bond. You are a registered sexual predator, a high-risk offender. You've already gone to prison for a sexual battery with great force or a weapon. Now, you're allegedly attacking your ex-girlfriend, using great force on her, smashing her head against a wall, punching her hard enough to inflict a laceration on her head, which required stitches to close. Then you allegedly dragged her unconscious for over a half a block to an abandoned apartment. And that is allegedly done by a sex offender, a sex predator, who's got violence in the past, who is also on an ankle monitor at this time with open violent cases right now. The court believes you represent an extreme danger to the community. You're continuing to behave in a violent manner, and frankly, you shouldn't be on the street. I'm going to set your bond on count 2 at $5 million. Count 3, $100. You're to have no contact, directly or indirectly, with Nikita Harmon. Your court does not believe there's any way whatsoever, other than a $5 million bond on count 2, to keep the community and Ms. Harmon safe from you on the street. Thank you. Yes.
Can I have a order to have property closed? I can have investigator take pictures of that property.
So, Your Honor, he's telling me that the property where he was arrested is as a crime scene has evidence that would exonerate him, and he's asking if the court can seal that property until we can send out an investigator of our own to obtain photographs.
I'm not going to go there. Thank you. How about Guillermo Alcover?
With that kind of allegation,
North Broward.
Okay.
No problem.
Mr. Alcover?
Oh,
Alcover?
Yeah, he already revoked his pretrial, this guy. Patrice. Oh, there was already a warrant signed on this guy, right? Thank you.
Believe so. Where is Mr. Alcover? Guillermo, do we know why he's not up?
Might be a reset again, I don't know.
I'm going to reset this for Wednesday PM, all right?
And the
Okay. May I see Thomas Hines?
President Domain, we have a PC argument.
Okay, Mr. Hines, you've been charged with aggravated assault with a firearm, carrying concealed firearm, DUI, third offense within 10 years, and disobeying a light. Go ahead, Mr. Miller.
It's relating to count 2, Your Honor, first full paragraph, second page. According to the officer, the Springfield Armory 45 was, quote, laying on the front passenger floorboard in plain view. In plain view is exactly the opposite of concealed. Therefore, there is no probable cause for carrying a concealed firearm.
Okay. I'm only wondering if it was concealed at, let me look here. Defendant pointed a black. I think he's got a point. It's not concealed. It was laying right on the seat in plain view.
I would also ask the court to check into the priors for DUIs. This one may be outside of 10 years.
Okay, let me look here. I'm looking at the defendant's driving record. See a DUI conviction. Hold on. Driving record, DUI, conviction, 2006. That's the conviction date. I only have one DUI conviction. Seems like there may have been another one. California, 1994. Right. So, yeah, it does go outside of, it's not within 10, but go ahead. State, what do you think about carrying concealed firearm?
Your Honor, that's fine. Frankly, it's not really my biggest concern, even close to my biggest concern on these allegations.
Okay.
Much more concerned about the allegations that he pointed a gun at his
I
estranged
agree.
wife.
Let me ask Mr. Miller, I'm going to release ROR. I'm going to find no PC on count 2. Now, do you have anything to add on this defendant, sir?
No, Your Honor, but I have no objection to the court inquiring
Okay.
as to his ties to the community.
Mr. Hines, how long have you lived down here in South Florida?
21 years.
Are you currently employed?
Yes, I've worked for American Airlines for 28 years.
What do you do there?
I'm in fleet service. I do regulatory compliant. I do OSHA, EPA, DOT, things of that nature.
That's great. That's great. Okay. Now, does he have any? Do you have family down here in South Florida?
Wife and 2 children.
How old are your kids?
My kids are 19 and 14.
Okay. Go ahead, State. Do you have any priors on this gentleman?
Just checking it right now. It appears that, I guess the alleged victim wasn't his estranged wife. It was the woman that is, who his estranged wife is living with.
Right.
I'm looking at the petition. It appears that
Is there a
Ms. Hines is it appears Ms. Hines is obtained on October 31st, the day after this, obtained a injunction against Mr. Hines. She's saying that there's threatened her on the phone over the last 10 years. There's been physical and emotional violence. Yesterday took a gun on my best friend. Police last Thursday, October 23rd, had me pick him up from the store at 11 a.m. He was passed out. And when he got in my car, he scratched my arm. He's been very drunk for the last 2 weeks.
Do you have any money in the bank, Mr. Hines? Go ahead.
Money in the bank.
I don't know what's in there since I've been in here.
Well, sir, let me ask you something. When are you supposed to be at work again?
Tomorrow morning.
Well, you're probably going to have to call in sick, you know? Have somebody, you know, you're probably going to have to call in. I have a feeling, you don't need to say anything. You haven't been in court now in 3 or 4 days. What was the date of the arrest on this? 10/30. So what is that, 4 days now? You haven't been at 5 days, 4 days? You haven't been up here. I got a feeling that you needed a detox. That's probably why your wife allegedly.
No, it was.
From what I understand, your wife says you've been drunk for 2 weeks. You know, I don't know how you function at American Airlines. I mean, that's a great company. You're fortunate. My father was with an airline, Delta, for 32 years. It's a great job, and I don't know how you're going to keep your job, staying drunk for 2 weeks, and then now this. You know, I'd love to see you get help. I bet you're not a bad guy. I bet you're probably a pretty nice guy. I mean, looking at you, you seem like a nice guy. But I don't want to see your career go down the tubes. Your family looks like they've just are fed up with you. So, you know, I'm trying to figure out what do we do with somebody? I mean, I don't think you're a hardened criminal, but I do think that you got some serious issues. Go ahead, Steve.
Another allegation last week when she refers to one of the children, I believe it's the minor child, and she came by the house to pick up the child's school stuff. They got into a fight. When I tried to break it up, he backhanded me and threw me to the ground. And now, I mean, and this is...
Is there alcohol on all that stuff?
Well, I'm sure it has something to do with it, but my concern is whether it's alcohol related or not. Now we're here because allegedly the woman that is giving her refuge, he pulls a gun on her.
Right.
And I'm concerned about if things keep going in this direction. What?
Does he have any priors?
Let's see. The prior.
I'm going to put one of those intoxicator things on him, all right?
He has.
Yep.
The two prior.
You mean one on each ankle? I've never heard of that.
That's why you got 2 ankles.
Okay, we're going to do
he's
2
got
ankles.
2 prior DUIs. He's got.
I've never done it before, but there's a first time for everything, Mr. Miller. Go ahead.
Some type of disorderly conduct out of California from the mid '80s.
Got it.
It looks like his wife has actually gone and had to get an order of protection on behalf of the child also.
Out of California or?
No, here, but it's just.
So his
that's what it's
wife
coming to.
allegedly, or not allegedly, apparently has gotten an order of protection, a restraining order, in the last couple of days to keep Mr. Hines away from them. And there's allegations of other abuse, allegations of alcohol abuse, and you know, that's where we are. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to reduce your bond on count 3 to.
You got new paperwork for.
I'm going to reduce your bond on count 3 to $1,000. Count 1's going to be $5,000. ROR count 2, count 3, $1,000. Your total bond $6,000. I'm going to order that you have no contact, directly or indirectly, with Teresa Crane. No contact with Susan Hines, directly or indirectly. No contact with either person, directly or indirectly. Stay 500 feet from both of them. Where they live, work, go to school, anywhere in between. You're not allowed to be in possession of any guns, guns, weapons, firearms while you're out on release. No matter whether or not you have a permit, doesn't matter. No guns, no firearms, no weapons, no ammunition, period. Also, you're not allowed to consume any alcoholic beverages. You're not allowed to touch a drop of alcohol. And I'm going to put a monitor on your ankle to make sure. And if I find out that you've consumed any alcoholic beverages, I'll have you rearrested. All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear? Now, so it's going to be PTR, GPS.
I don't think I have.
Wave.
What's the device called?
I think she's cleared out the
Tag.
bank account.
Tad. Thank you, sir.
All right. Good luck.
Okay. Yes. Probable cause on, no probable cause on the carry and conceal firearm. That's ROR. She's got it right there. Okay, now, Mr.
Richard Wilson's back.
We've got 2-second looks over here, Your Honor.
Got it. I'm gonna call him up in just a moment. Who do you have over there, Mr. Miller?
Diego Garcia is here, Your Honor.
Diego Garcia.
Yes. And Richard Wilson.
Okay, Diego Garcia.
Sure.
Have you ever been to Diego Garcia in a P3?
Yes. No. Have you been to Lodges? I've been there.
Yeah.
You been to Diego?
Really?
There was one of those islands, I can't remember which one, but
You'll recognize it.
the P3s could not, because of government regulation on the island, could not be there at sundown. So you could get there, at 6 a.m. and you could stay till like
This is Richard Wilson.
Yeah, yeah,
5:45, but you had to be off the ground by sundown. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was here 3 weeks ago.
So whatever you had to do, you had to get it done in 12 hours.
Notice
So,
anything different? Happened in 3 weeks.
Mr. Garcia, you've been in jail 6 days. How come you've not bonded out of jail yet?
There 3 weeks ago.
My mom said they post the lawyer
I
was
think he was feeling ill.
it was supposed to be posted today.
Okay, so good luck, all right? I'm going to take this off the docket. Who else do you have there? Who else?
Mr. Wilson, Your Honor, I think 2 or 3 days ago, Your Honor was going to try to hook him up with a facility, and that has not yet come to fruition. So I guess we're here to find out why and what to do next.
How you feeling today, Mr. Wilson?
I'm feeling good, sir.
Are you? Okay.
Well,
I tried.
Be a little better. Letting me go.
Here's where I tried to get you in a program, and I tried for the last few days. However, government being what it is, I'm going to try it again. I'm going to make one more phone call. Give me. We're gonna get you in Broward Outreach in the next couple days, all right? So just stand by. We're gonna get you a bed. I'm working on it. Look.
He doesn't want.
You came down from Kentucky. You don't have anywhere to go. You're up on the beach in Pompano. I'm trying to turn your life around.
I'm trying to too.
Just be patient, all right? Thank you. Let's reset this for Friday PM, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Richard Wilson, Friday PM. Friday PM. There you go. Okay, now, that's it. Let's go to James Boehm, B-O-E-M.
Conti, sir.
Been in 34 days.
I got other stuff.
I hope I wasn't.
Yes, sir.
You guys come in here. Have a seat in here.
James B.O.
This is it.
Yes, James Boehm, Judge Hurley. Yes, sir.
Sorry, sure hope that I wasn't the one that locked you up. I really did. Hold on. Let me figure this out real quick. Excuse me.
No, you were, but you also, you appointed Steve Shade. Nothing was ever done with him.
Hey, did a lawyer come see you yet? Turn on that
Well,
mic.
he was brought back on 10/7.
Oh, it's
I
on.
don't know what
It's
happened
on.
on that date, but
Hold on.
maybe it's not
Why
my responsibility to
why
take
wasn't it here on 10/20?
Look at me.
it. Well, frankly, I don't know why he was never brought in front of Judge Lerner Wren.
Was it sent to Judge Lerner?
No, it's assigned to her regular division, not even mental health. But the point is whether you ask for it or not in 3 weeks, at some point it should be brought in front of her.
So this is her case?
Yes. It's not a mental health case. It's just her regular division. What's that? Yes.
Sir?
Not in front of Judge Lerner.
Hold on, Mr. Baum. Let me look here. I'm trying to figure
All
out
right,
why this is.
It's gonna hurt your neck.
Figure this out real quick here. You know, maybe I wasn't in that day. Do you think I wasn't in the day it was reset and then it got kicked? Let me look.
I really don't remember October 7th. His original day, yeah, you were here because I saw the.
No, you know what though? I don't think I was in the day of the second look. I wasn't here and I think it got kicked down the road. I think that's what happened. Because he would never have been in jail this long. Oh, well, I'm just looking here. You sure? It was on the... I appointed the attorney. You sure? How do you know I was here that day? I thought I took the day off. I thought I took that Friday off. Okay. Aggressive panhandling, September. Okay. Hold on one moment, sir. Hold on. Have a seat. I'll be right back with you, Mr. Baum.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
Daniel Donovan, sir.
Okay, hold on. Hey, can you get over here? Okay, so your name, sir, one more time. Dan Donovan?
Daniel Donovan, yes, sir.
Okay, sir, you're on page 5. Hold on one moment. Yeah, petty theft, Mr. Donovan.
Yes, sir.
Let's take a quick look here.
Let's see. Wow.
Okay, disorderly conduct. He has a prior burglary, prior strong arm robbery, prior petty theft. And let me just look here. Give me a quick moment.
Battery, grand theft. 10-year state prison as a habitual offender, 98 for a burg dwelling.
Okay, select a black skateboard backpack and take the tags off. One was worth $5, so total loss was about $135 worth. And he ran away from the store into some warehouses. They found him under a truck between some warehouses. There was also a Blu-ray player okay. So allegedly, this is what, $280 or something? Maybe, no, about $250 maybe. $223. Okay, so how long has he been in jail? 6 days?
Got 30 days in 2011 on the disorderly conduct resisting without violence.
Right. Right. Kind of right on the fence whether to resolve this or.
I mean, I have no problem with court resolving. I just don't think 6 days is an appropriate sentence.
Yeah, sir. Here's what I'm going to do.
Yes, sir.
Let me think about this. I'm going to send this to your division judge. I'm not going to deal with it today. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who's next? What's your name, sir?
Michael Young, Your Honor.
Michael Young. Okay.
Just go to the.
Michael Young.
No.
Sir, you're here for a battery charge, 6 days in. How come you haven't bought it out yet, sir?
I don't have the money, Your Honor, and it's for kissing a lady I've known for 3 months, just on the
I
cheek.
remember this. I'm going to send you to your division judge. Keep going to Winn-Dixie trying to kiss the cashier there.
I remember.
I remember. So.
Well, do I have a court date?
Oh, he may
I'd
know
like to
her.
I still think she's not.
I know the cashiers at my local Publix too, but that doesn't mean I can go in and kiss them when I feel like it. So,
unless they're okay.
all right, sir. I'm going to send this over to your division judge. Thank you.
Do you have a court date?
I don't have one today. I don't have your court date. Thank you, sir. Who's
Your
next?
Honor?
Yes, sir.
You have on there a Donaldson Quintina. He's in AM court. He was in court today, in room 5750. So he's not here.
Donaldson Quintina.
Well, that means.
Yeah.
If you give me 1 second, I can check, but that means likely that he's got a felony also holding him. But I'll confirm.
Mr. Bum, it's going to be about 10 minutes before I can take care of you. All right.
Okay, sir, can I ask one thing?
What is it?
Can I plead to the charge today and resolve it today for it's over with?
Probably, but I have to just wait 10 minutes, all right?
Yes, sir.
Just give me a moment.
Donaldson's got a no bond hold on a felony failure to redeliver a hired vehicle.
Right.
And he's also looks like he was brought here from Dallas, or Dallas County.
Okay, so that's Donaldson?
Yeah, I don't know if there's really anything you could do on count 3, even if you brought him back.
I'm not going to take any action on that. Okay, just pass that through.
Okay.
Have a seat, sir. We'll be back with you in a moment.
Thank you.
What did I do on Richard Wilson?
To see if.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, got it. Boom, I'm waiting on. Take that off. How about Lori Storder? Oops.
North Right.
Okay. Excuse me.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hello, ma'am. You've been charged with, you have a prostitution charge. You've been in jail 6 days. Ma'am,
Yes,
how
sir.
come you've not bonded out of jail yet?
I don't have the money, sir.
All right. Just give me a quick moment. Waving at vehicles occupied by males in Hollywood. Okay, so. Okay, it doesn't have what I'm looking for here, so just gonna go back to. All right, State, do you have any?
Who's
I don't know.
this?
She's been in 6 days.
Storter?
Miss Court, ma'am, do you have an address to go to when you get out of jail?
I do.
How much is your bond right now, ma'am?
$500.
Well, it's bond. So, does she have prior state? Is that why?
I'm checking.
I didn't handle this when it came in, so I usually leave notes on here.
Arrested July 4th for. It looks like she might have a pending. Oh, let me see what happened with it.
Do you have any other
My
pending
system's not
criminal
responding.
cases right now, ma'am?
I need you to go.
No, sir, not at all.
Okay.
I would have figured something else out, but you didn't. I don't know if it's pending or not. It might have been dropped, but there was.
It was taken care of.
Okay. Domestic violence.
I went through pre-trial and everything else.
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance, all right?
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Take care.
Have a good day, Your
Yes,
Honor.
you too.
Thanks.
Okay, what about Sugar Maxime's?
It's gonna take 5 hours on
Sugar Maxime's.
What? It has nothing to do with anything.
Paul Ryan, facility, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you are Sugar Maxime's. You're here for operating without a valid license, speeding, child restraint required. Maxime's, does he have any other open case now? You said?
Have to check.
Sir, how come you've not bonded out of the jail yet?
My people ain't got the money to bond me out right now because of the bills and all this came around.
How much is your bond?
500, sir. I've been staying out of trouble for a while, sir.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Sir, I'm gonna just pass this on, send it to the division judge. Thank you. How about John Johnson?
Northward. Johnson.
Where's John Johnson?
Coming.
Mr. Johnson trespassing, assault on a police officer, resisting arrest. Sir, is there something else holding Mr. Johnson in the court?
Excuse me, sir. When did it occur?
When did it occur?
John.
Okay, hold on, I'll tell you. Let me look. Just give me a moment. Okay, this allegedly occurred at a Shell gas station. Mark DeBoard, October 30th, West Sunrise Boulevard, 880 West Sunrise Boulevard.
Who made the
Shell gas
statement?
station. You know where that is? It's right there
Who made the
across from
statement?
the
Who made the
Crystal
statement?
Hamburger.
Was it 880 West
Who made the
Sunrise?
statement?
Yeah, he was arrested 9 days before this for trespassing there. Got out on October 23rd. Then before that, August 23rd.
Who made the statement?
What?
Trespassing on West
Who made the
Broward.
statement? How did you get the information?
Well,
I think-
I know they told you I was under
the
influence,
police
right?
I'll tell you. Just hold on. I'll tell you. I'm reading the police report from Officer DeBoard. I observed Mr. Johnson loitering in the gas station parking lot. He was approaching patrons requesting money. I and several other officers warned him for trespassing there in the past.
Okay, how did I get so popular?
I had
Okay, Your Honor,
just
this thing
instructed
over
him to
prison,
leave
Martin
20
County.
minutes prior and told him never to come back. 20 minutes
Your Honor, I
later,
just left prison.
he returned.
This has got to go to.
Your Honor, I just left prison March
Honor.
March 3rd, March 9th. How'd I get so popular? With an A level.
Your Honor, I
Said-
think this
says
needs to.
he swung a fist trying to swing at the booking officer at the jail. So that's how he got these charges.
I think this needs to.
You think it needs to go to Lerner Wren? I'm going to send it to Judge Lerner Wren. Thank you, sir. Mr. Boehm, please. B-O-E-H-M. Mr.
Yes,
Boehm.
sir.
Okay, Mr. Boehm, we got an attorney here, Mr. Shate. I've appointed him to represent you, all right?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Always go to booking.
Uh,
Go to booking. The
Mr.
charges.
Let me pull this up real quick.
14-133-82 CFK.
Okay,
Go to charges. there anything else holding Mr. Bone besides this?
So he's here, been observed walking in the roadway and approaching numerous vehicles. Observed the defendant reach into a vehicle with both arms to get money and cigarettes. Once in custody, he became upset and called this officer, I'm not going to say the word, begins with an A, and then he was offered homeless services multiple times in the past and refused every time. So apparently he's homeless. He will not go to a homeless shelter when he's given the opportunity, and he's now reaching in vehicles, with both arms to get money and cigarettes. So
It's okay. You know what?
he had an aggravated panhandling in the month of September. So this is from October. Now, I'd be willing to let him just do time served, give him a withhold adjudication. You want to get out of jail today, sir?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I plead no contest.
Do you understand that today you have an attorney appointed for you to represent you? Now, if you wanted to have a trial in the case, you could have a trial, but we're not gonna have a trial. The case will be over with right now. Do you understand that?
Yes, yes, sir. I want it over.
You can't take the plea today, Mr. Shea.
No, not that I know.
Now,
Mr. Bowman, is there anything else holding you? There's nothing else holding you?
This is it.
Okay. Okay, good. All right.
Now, Mr. Bum, you understand you're not allowed to panhandle in traffic, correct, sir?
Okay.
I mean, this is the second time in 2 months for aggressive panhandling.
What it was?
Aggressive panhandling. You're allegedly reaching into people's cars while they're stopped at a light.
Can I ask you something? I'd like to say what it was.
Mr. Bowman, don't say anything about the facts of the case.
Okay.
Well,
I'd like to resolve it today, though. Yes, sir.
Okay, it's over with. Okay. It's over with. I'll accept your plea. You plead no contest. It's over with. I'll withhold adjudication. Mr. Baum, please submit to homeless services. Get off the street. They're available to you.
I've been out there a long time. I will.
Well, you don't need to be out there a long time. You could go to a homeless. They're offering you homeless services. Take advantage of it. Get off the street. You're homeless. You don't need to be in jail. You need to be, out with the homeless facility. They can help you turn your life around. But don't go out in the street. Don't get involved in going through traffic.
No, he doesn't.
It's just going to end you up. You're going to end up back in jail. All right, sir?
Yeah,
All right.
Good.
Good luck to you, Mr. Baum.
Thank you, sir. I got time served today.
Yep, you're done.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. Okay. I already signed an order on this case. You may
Mr.
have
Baum?
to get out of the file.
Okay, no problem. As long as that goes into that little file box in the
I already signed it. All
room
right.
downstairs.
Okay. Okay, now,
What?
let me see who's next.
Hold on. We're not done yet. No, just
Renee Keys.
Oh, stop. We're not done yet. We're done in a
Renee
second.
Keys.
Oh, God.
Ma'am?
No.
Prostitution.
Yes.
Ms. Keys, how come you've not bonded out of jail? Go ahead,
A
Steve.
lot of, I remember her.
I don't have no money.
She might have opened stuff. Judge, is that the last one?
Excuse me?
Was there any more or no? That was it?
I think that's it. Hold on, let me look. Yep, no, we took care of everyone.
Okay,
All right.
next up.
Sure.
She's got a pending possession of cocaine.
Ma'am, I'm
another
gonna send
pending
this to your
possession of
division
cocaine.
judge. Thank you, ma'am. How about
Yep.
Ralph Simmons?
No part.
I ain't thinking about this. It took their time. Seeing me, I'm taking my time coming to see them. Think about this people.
Hey, Mr. Simmons, how you doing?
Okay, and you?
I think.
Doing fine, sir. Let me just, you're here on a battery charge, however, this is not coming up on my computer.
Your Honor.
Go ahead, sir.
I think, one moment. Yes, it looks like he has a pending child abuse case right now.
Does he?
Yes.
Oh, no, that's been dropped. You gotta look on
Well,
that's
I'll
been
check.
dropped.
Let's see.
That's been dropped.
Okay.
I ain't trying to go.
I got
That
you.
person's locked up.
No, Mr. Simmons, it's pending.
Okay.
That person's locked up. How is pending?
I think there may be some other issues going on.
My lawyer told me that was locked up. I'm not paying no extra money for something y'all refuse to look on your records. It takes more than 90 days to get off your record and charge me with the same case.
The charges,
and you know how Broward County is.
Just so you know, Judge, the charge is in front of Judge Destry. He just had a calendar called late October.
I was there October 2nd, and the charges were dropped.
Okay, sir.
I'm going to send this
to the division, Mr. Simmons. Thank you.
It doesn't matter. I know it's going to try to lock a black man up.
Okay, sir. Have a nice day. Missy Joanna Garcia. Where's Miss Garcia?
Yes.
Hi, Miss Garcia. You know, my computer locked up, so I can't pull cases down anymore.
Oh, that happens every time I get up here.
Oh, come on, ma'am.
It does.
You're not saying our computer system is, hold on.
I'm saying every time I get around a computer, it does that.
Oh, well, now that's a whole nother story.
What?
Yeah.
My computer is completely frozen here. I can't.
I know.
What?
I'm talking about anywhere I go. A bank, a school, it's the same thing.
Okay, well, so I can't look that up. Ma'am, is there something else holding her besides this cannabis case?
I don't know.
No.
How come you haven't bought it out, ma'am, on a cannabis case?
I've been trying. I asked the officer to grab my credit card because I don't have nobody I could call like that.
I'm going to release you on your own recognizance, ma'am. Thank you. ROR.
Thank you so much.
We took care of Wilson, right?
I have money, and I can't get out.
Okay, we took care of all of them. I think we're done with the misdemeanors, right? Okay, now.
Hopefully.
Okay, we took care of McQueen. How about Candace Aw? Did I say it right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Aw,
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. That's number 2, page 2.
A
Candace Aw.
30 day.
30 day. Give you a file state?
Oh no. I'm gonna
Because
check
it's
that
not.
right.
I can't pull up my computer right now.
Okay, I'm gonna check right
I'm
now.
not kidding. Everywhere I go.
Do you have Miss Aw's?
Checking that right
Don't
now.
ask
Oh.
me. Miss Aw.
No, we haven't filed. She is.
So I'm going to
filed for
release you
release.
today on your own recognizance, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, 14-13232, CF10. ROR is granted on Miss Aw. Thank you, Miss Aw.
You're welcome.
Okay. Now, Miss Colleen Kirk. Hello, Miss Kirk.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Second look.
Second look on Miss Kirk, and let me see if I can turn my computer on yet. She's got manufacturing methamphetamines, multiple drug charges, heroin. Ma'am, how come you've not bought it out of the jail yet?
Because my family just doesn't have the money right now.
Okay.
This,
Go ahead.
apparently, this case created a bit of a scene in Hollywood. The police had to shut down traffic. There were a lot of chemicals found in the car. That's where the manufacturing methamphetamines came by. They had to clear traffic. They had to clear out apartments from her or her co-defendant's apartment. They were worried that these chemicals, if handled incorrectly, could cause an explosion. And,
Okay.
that's where all you can see all the different drugs they found. And you don't have access, Your Honor, to the report?
No, I think I do. I just had to reboot the computer.
Okay.
5 o'clock in the morning, October 31st, in the city of Hollywood, detectives received a call of a possible methamphetamine chemical manufacturing lab. During the phone call, the sergeant advised midnight patrol officers conducted a vehicle traffic stop at the location, discovering materials and chemicals utilized in manufacturing methamphetamines. Crystal meth is what it's called. 5:30, they arrived on scene. Vehicle stopped. Driver Colleen Kirk.
Yeah, it says.
Lieutenant Kirk exits the vehicle. The passenger said, "Have you checked the trunk yet? When you open it, you're going to laugh when you see inside." At no time did the defendant Kirk or the passenger advise the officers of the toxic chemicals inside the trunk. Officers opened the trunk. They were overcome by the toxic fumes emanating from inside. They were the chemicals used to produce methamphetamine, crystal meth. Both officers had to go to the hospital to be treated. Okay, I'm not gonna change your bond today, ma'am. I'm gonna leave it where it is. Thank you.
Did you see the bond? Yeah.
What were the
Cleveland
bonds
Street.
set at?
Whatever the standards were. Did you see the bottom? They called the DEA in.
Did they?
They called the DEA clandestine laboratory because I mean it's no joke. It's not even it's the explosiveness and the breathing it in. That's,
All right, ma'am. Your bonds are just gonna remain where they are. Thank you.
I think that's it.
Now, I think that's it. Am I correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Got a wrap? Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for a nice day.
Sure, you near there at all?
Kind of breezed
Cleveland
through it a little bit here. We'll see
Cleveland
everyone back here
Street.
tomorrow morning, bright and early, 8:30 in the
I'll wait
morning.
till you get here.
We're out from room 235. Thank you very much.